Hey, Michael here. Regarding bricks, I have a lot to show you. This is my Lego basement. It has a 40 square foot hodgepodge of IKEA tables that is currently supporting Brickland, my Lego city. Today I want to show you the progress that I made on the mountain, which is part of what will become the Nature Preserve. I want to name it, but mountain's the best I got for now. And my train's dead. That's the sound of a battery dying. Anyway, I'm happy that you stopped by, and please enjoy. I've talked about this a bit in previous videos, but I use a lot of Duplo bricks, especially here in the cliffs. For this particular part, the mountain, I really need a lot of support, and all the Duplo bricks really work well for that. I think if I could go back and start all these cliffs over again, I might change up the color palette strategy that I've used. It's kind of just a random mix of all the gray tones, and then the path is also just kind of a bit random of the gray and the dark tan and the brown and the dark brown. And this mostly was just because I was running out of pieces when I started this side of the city, and I was just trying to stretch the pieces that I had. Now, in order to keep it consistent, I'm just sticking to the same patterns that I've kind of established. And I think using multiple grays is fine. And I think it's even better than if it were to just be monotone. Makes things stand out a bit more. But I think I might do it in bigger sections rather than how random it is at this point. I also think I'd used too many greens for the foliage, but I don't know, it's too late to change that, I think. I don't know. What do you think? Here I noticed that the trail was a little too square for my liking, so I undid some of what I had done and just sort of reshaped it a little bit. This part of the mountain is really cool, in my opinion. I did a lot of sideways building here and snot techniques just to change it up. And I think it turned out really well. I actually think in the future, if I do more cliff mountain terrain type sorts of stuff, I might primarily build it this way. I don't know what it is exactly, but I think it's easier to have more gradual changes in the elevation and angles when you do it sideways. But it also could just be the contrast to the normal slope pieces. I'm not sure what it is, but I think I like it better. This 45-degree section was pretty tricky, to say the least. I actually worked out the pieces I'd need off camera because it took so much trial and error and I wasn't even sure if it was going to work. But it did, and it looks pretty sweet, and I'm glad to have gotten that angle to get away from the squareness that kind of is inevitable when you're dealing with, bricks. Hey, if you're watching at this point in the video, I think that means it's fate. You are destined to subscribe to the channel. So hey, wow, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. And that's where I'm going to end this episode. I built a lot. Just look, this whole Lion King Pride Rock type looking thing wasn't there before, and now it's here. I am very happy overall with how this looks. I am not happy with the top. This little thing here, it just doesn't look good. But this whole thing, this is all going to be forest. I'm going to have a bunch of trees. The trees are going to go up here too. So I think once I have trees here, I can remove this little thing, and I'm going to put like a binocular, like a lookout thing, so you can look at the downtown and be super cool, and fall off and get run over by a train. And we'll just ignore that. Maybe I'll put some like little chain pieces to block it, but Uh, hey, thank you for your support. If you are a subscriber, you are awesome. If you're not a subscriber, you can be awesome and subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like button. It really does help propel this through the algorithm. Look at my dramatic hand. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok. I mostly use Instagram. I post sneak peek pictures, and then I always post a bunch of follow-up pictures. So if you didn't see enough of this and you want to see just like still photos, go check me out on Instagram. And if you notice, I've been slightly more consistent. I'm trying to make an episode of this every 2 weeks, and I'm trying to build up like a backlog of videos. So we'll see how long that lasts. So thank you for visiting Brickland. Thank you for watching. Take care, play well, and I will see you next time. And you can, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.